aftermath of Hurricane Helene could impact voting across battleground North Carolina, with many people still without power or even clean water. County leaders are making last-minute changes to accommodate voters. And investigative correspondent Rich McHugh is live for us in Asheville. Rich, you have spoken with people there who are saying they aren't exactly sure where to vote.
Yeah, that's right, Nicole. Across this devastated region, there is a lot of confusion and concern among voters. We went to West Yancey Volunteer Fire Department where we spoke with Brandy Young. She's leading an effort there, an aid effort to bring aid to residents in need. That fire station is supposed to be a polling station. Take a listen. How will that work here?
They're not going to be able to vote here. There's no way that we can have people, so they're going to have to move this polling place to a different location.
Because of this operation?
Because of this operation, because there's so many people with needs that, I mean, we can't stop what we're doing right now. I mean, we're feeding people hot meals, we're getting people supplies, and that's going to be an ongoing thing. So we can't shut down. They're just going to have to move the polling place to another location.
Do they know that?
Yes, and they are actively working on that.
So other residents we spoke with in the area similarly confused. Take a listen. Do you know where you're going to be voting?
I don't know where I'm going to be voting. I know where I usually vote is at West Yancey Fire Department, but I understand that maybe that's not going to happen this year, so I have no idea. And I had planned on early voting, in which I go to Burnsville to do that, but I'm not sure that's going to be open as well.
Are you concerned?
Very concerned. I want it to be made as easy as possible through such a time as this to have it where people can vote. As important as voting is, I want it to be as easy as possible.
So a lot of confusion. Obviously, Nicole, we got 2 days. Early voting begins here on Thursday morning. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, 2 days, Rich. So you also spoke with state leaders there. What are they telling you?
Well, I spoke with the head, Karen Brinson Bell. She's the head of the Board of Elections here. She says, look, there's 1.2 million people in these 25 Western North Carolina communities that are affected. They were supposed to have 80 polling stations open early. They will have 75. So they've gotten almost everything back up and running with the work of local and state emergency teams. I asked her, though, if she has any kind of lingering concerns about the upcoming election and voting. She says she does. Take a listen.
It's really the same worry that I always have. Can we keep things running smoothly? Can we get voters out, and can we give them a good experience? And certainly Helene and all the devastation has challenged that. Early voting and election day is going to look a little different when people show up. We may be running some of those sites with generators. There's going to be a lot of them that only have porta potties available to the workers and to the voters. But at the end of the day, we're going to make sure that they can cast their ballot.
Now, I also spoke with Republican Congressman Chuck Edwards here. He has a slightly different take. He said, look, people are fed up. They are eager to vote, but he wanted to stress one important thing, not to wait till the election day because of all the different problems associated with getting to these polling stations. Take a listen.
It's important that folks right now, today, decide what their plan is to vote. Many people don't have their power on. We can't just wake up one morning and realize, oh yes, now I have to go vote. I think it's important that everyone make a plan now at how they're going to get to the polls.
So, North Carolina, key battleground state. Nicole, early voting begins Thursday morning. Back to you.
All right, Rich, thank you. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.